Hey everyone, and welcome back. So tonight's stream is going to be a little different. Hopefully some people are going to get in here, but I'm actually going to go through my Switch physical game list with all of you tonight. Like, we have a couple of things that I want to do. Number one, I want to go through my physical Switch game list, and there's actually a special Comic-Con here happening over the weekend. And when I say special Comic-Con, it's that normally we have one Comic-Con in Montreal per year, but they're doing a second one now, and they're calling it the Winter Comic-Con, and it seems to be a more vendor-focused Comic-Con. Not that all Comic-Cons aren't sort of vendor-focused, but this one seems to be especially vendor-focused because there's not really many guests or things like that. It more seems to be like the vendors want to drum up like some extra sales for hard to find items for Christmas. So I'm hoping that I can get like a Switch hunt going for some physical games that I want to track down for really low prices. Now, I have my whole Switch collection here in a Excel type sheet. I don't actually use Excel. I use Sheets from Google because it's easier, like on my phone and everything, to be synced. Hey, Frenchy Mom, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, we're more like hanging out tonight. We're like we're gonna hang out, and then we're gonna unbox my Legos for the Series 6 figures. So I've been collecting Series 6 boxes over the last week. I think we have a pretty good shot of opening the whole set tonight. Maybe we're gonna be missing like one figure. Like if I'm unlucky, we missed one figure, and we're gonna be weighing each and every box as we open them so we can see what's up. Hey Alex, how you doing, my man? So we're gonna be doing that as well, and I have everything set up on the to be able to switch to basically my like work table here. So we're going to open them like on screen. You guys are going to open them. I'm going to miss two. Very possible I might miss two. It's one or two that I'm going to miss. If I miss more than two, I'm really going to be sad. And that means I need a better scale, because I realize my scale isn't precise enough, especially if I want to get if I want to do the miniatures, the Lego, like, because they came out with the Marvel Series 2 miniatures. I might want to do that one after. And for those, I need a scale that goes to milligrams. Mine only goes in grams. So you're going to see with the scale for Mario, it's not that bad because they're heavier figures. But for like the miniatures, it doesn't work. Like, I need a better scale. But anyway, we're going to flip back here because, yeah, so I want to go through my physical game collection. And I actually just found a Canadian website that sells physical Switch games. And it's actually Champ Dancer in our last stream together that put me on to them. Video Games Plus. They have some crazy cheap deals on Switch games, and they do mail to the US, by the way. So although prices on the website are in Canadian, they mail to the US, and automatically, if you're buying from the US, knock 30% off the prices you're going to see. Because right now there's like a 30%, yeah, they do some great reprints as well, exactly. And they have a lot of limited run stuff that is, I'm not going to say hard to find, but you're paying like above market value elsewhere, and here you're paying like under market value. It's actually pretty insane. I ordered 4 games from them. We're going to take a look at my Black Friday haul so far. Well, like so far. It's because most of my haul hasn't come in. So, but I do have 2 things that we're going to open on camera together. One of them is the Dredge Deluxe Edition that I got for $30 here in Canada, which is super cheap because that's close to like $20 US for the Deluxe Edition. So it's supposed to have stickers and other things in the box. We're going to check that out. But yeah, VGP is crazy. So I do want to make, like I said, a hunt list, because I've said it a couple of times over the last Comic-Cons that I want to film the Comic-Cons and like an actual Switch game hunt. This time I really want to try and do it because I'm going to have people with me that might be able to film for me while I'm hunting. We'll see how it works out because I'm going with my wife, one of my daughters, and my brother. So there's a chance. There's a chance this time because each and every time before that, my brother hates filming in public, so it never worked out. Like, it would be only raw footage without ever me on camera, which is like a little boring for a complete video that way. But this time we might get something going. So I actually want to make a list, though, of games that I'll be looking for, because one of the problems when I'm switch hunting is when I get there and I'm trying to think of what games I'm looking for, I often can't come up with like a list. And I want to make that tonight. And I'm actually going to look at prices on VGP to put them on the game so that I get an idea of where I want to go price-wise with the games. And we're going to go through the prices as we go for it, go through the site. And guys, if you're looking for any of these Switch games, take the prices down as we go through them. And look, not sponsored by them, anything. I just fell on this site and I have no idea how I didn't know about it before, because I feel like I overpaid for a crap ton of games, especially that they're situated in Canada. So for me, free shipping over $80. US too, I think it's free shipping over $80 when you buy. Pretty great deals, and you hit $80 super quick. So I'm actually going to start out with a few that I know I want to try and find. Ori and the Blind Forest, because I actually have Ori and the Blind Forest digitally, and I actually have the second one, which is Will of the Wisps, physically, but I don't have the first one. I know there's a collection out there, but because I have the second one, I'd rather try and find the first one separately. I could have sold the second one and bought the collection, but I feel like having like both games separately. Like, one of the only collections that I'm actually separating, I'm going to probably sell my second one, is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, because I have the second one physically from Limited Run, but I picked up the double collection from PlayAsia, and I'm going to probably be selling the second one because the first one is just super overpriced. Like, but Ori and the Blind Forest, I'm aiming to try and find it around $20. Like, these are a few I searched. They're not on necessarily VGP, but I know this one I want. I also want the Toki Collector's Edition. The one that you can actually... It's weird. The box, you can take it apart and it becomes like an arcade cabinet or like a little arcade thing. So Toki Collectors. If I can get this somewhere around like $30, that would be like amazing. So Toki Collectors is one. Now let's go look at the website, guys, because like I said, you're going to see some pretty freaking crazy prices. And like I said, I'm like super sad that I didn't know them earlier. And when I got to them on Black Friday sales, like a lot of the stuff I would have wanted was sold out already. But let's go through here, and I'm going to take down the ones I want to try and hunt for. And I'm going to sort of put prices beside it of where I want to hunt them for. Okay, Kitaria Fables, not the best game, but at $15, which is like $10 in the US, like once you put the... Oh man, Alex, you're killing me. Toki for $6. Yeah, for a while they were selling like super cheap. Now they've started going back up, and that's actually why I want it. I want to get it before it gets too expensive, because I do feel that when the Switch generation is over, that's most likely going to be a game that some people are going to want just for the collector's factor. The game itself is pretty good too. I really like Toki. It's like an arcade shooter, but arcade side-scrolling shooter, but it's pretty good. So I'm going to put Kitara Fables on here. I'm getting all mixed up here. Okay, we're here and we're going here. Kitaria. I'm terrible with names. Kitaria Fables. However, I want to pick it up around $10. Like, I'm putting it on. Yeah, Zenjion is the other one. Zenjion I want on here too. Zenjion for $15 is definitely worth it. And I'm actually going to put 15 because I've never seen it this low anywhere else. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania I saw for $15 last Black Friday. Still a great deal, because don't forget, this is Canadian dollars. So if you're in the US, this is costing you close to 10. I'm going to keep an eye out, and that's why I'm putting the prices here, because I am sort of wondering if they get a restock, but I'm also wondering if they get a restock if these deals won't be over. You know what I mean? Because these feel like leftover Black Fridays things. It's their 30th anniversary sale at the same time, so I'm not sure they're going to restock it. Persona 5 Strikers for $20. It's okay, but I'm gonna admit something. I'm not the I like Persona, but I'm not the biggest Persona fan. Like I wouldn't call myself a Persona fan in the sense that the games are good. I'm gonna admit they're amazing, but I didn't connect with the series that much. So, like, if I'm thinking of jumping into a huge RPG that I'm gonna play all the way through, Persona will rarely make the cut as the game that I'm going to dive like in for 100 hours, just because I connect less with it. So, but this is still a very good price, because this is about $15, like if we convert it to US. Next, Chris Tales for $20, but I already have it. I actually have my physical Switch collection up here, because sometimes I'm not sure if I have games. I know the games that I have, I can't remember if I have them digitally or physically sometimes. So that's why I have my Excel sheet with my physical Switch game collection here, so that I can cross-reference if needed. But I already have it physically, and I paid $20 for it, so I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Shin Megami Tensei 5 for $20 Canadian. It's too bad it's out of stock as well, because that is insane. Because that's like $15. Now, it is the regular standard edition, but still. They Always Run, $20. It's supposed to be fixed now. Alex actually did a pretty good video on it, where unfortunately we couldn't progress through the game because it got blocked at one point, but I picked this up. This is already on the way being shipped to my place. I picked this up for $20. I do find that if the game is fixed, and I'll confirm it once I have it, that we'll play it on stream once I get the physical here. And basically, for $20, it feels like a great game, and it might actually be a really good one, because apparently it's fixed on the cartridge itself, from what was said. Metalloid Origins. Okay, the game sells for like almost $2 sometimes, but still, it is a game that I wanted in my collection because it's a Mega Man-like game. Yeah, if it's fixed, it's definitely worth $20. And I'll be able to confirm once we get it. Once we get it, it is a game that I feel we're going to play on stream, because we're going to have some dead time in January. Like in January, we're going to have some time to catch up on games we haven't played through. By the way, I have not forgotten about Mario RPG. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Batman. Tomorrow we're playing the Batman Arkham Trilogy. Haven't decided which game I want to play yet in the Arkham Trilogy, but that's what we're playing tomorrow. But I have not forgotten about Super Mario RPG. If you guys didn't notice, I put a lot of focus on the deals videos this week. And basically at night, when I was normally stream late, I was just working on the videos. So haven't forgotten about Super Mario RPG. We're going to finish it on stream, and we're going to have the complete game available. But yeah, Metalloid Origins for $20 I find is cool. I bought this. It's on my way as well. Is it being streamed a lot though on the Switch? I know it's being streamed. I didn't check if it was being streamed on the Switch. I'm looking forward to seeing the performance. Like, personally, my favorite of the 3 games is the first one. I know a lot of people, it's the second one, Arkham City, but for me, it's the first one. That's the one I want to stream the most, but part of me also wants to play Arkham Knight, the third one, because it's the only one I haven't finished. Arkham Knight, I didn't finish. I only played like a few hours of it, and I don't know I can't remember what happened because I played it when it came out. But I played a couple of hours and I moved on to something else, or I did something else. I never finished it. Um, and it's the one also that everyone's wondering how it runs on the Switch. So like part of me wants to play that one, but part of me wants to play the one I love the most and that I know already slightly, so that we can have like some fun with it and I can compare to what I actually played. While if we play Arkham Knight, I'm comparing it to a game I've never really played. Batman Trilogy unplayable on Switch. It's so bad. You saw videos? Or you're just like trying to troll me? Yes, I'm gonna give you guys, however, one super unpopular opinion. I love the games. I hate the combat system. I know a lot of people love the combat system in the Arkham series. I really dislike it. But I put up with it because it's Batman, the story is great, and the game as a whole is great. But I dislike the combat system a lot because I just always felt like you weren't doing much and the game was doing everything for you. Like, yes, you're counterattacking. Yes, you're like this, trying to time like which way you're wiggling the joystick to like next enemy. But I like to feel like I'm the one pulling off the moves, not the game pulling off the moves for me. And I always got that feeling from Arkham, so I never got super deep into like the combat system, but I love the storylines. I love the puzzle solving. It's a game where Batman is actually a detective. You know what I mean? Like, he's not only like, yes, fighting's a big part of it, but he's not only fighting, he's like working as a detective. So it's a great series overall. I've been playing Batman and it's disappointing. That's too bad. Well, we'll find out tomorrow. I mean, one way or another, I wanted to play it on stream because I think a lot of people are going to be walking about the performance, and maybe we get a day one patch tomorrow. Anyway, that's we'll see tomorrow. And worst comes to worst, if it's really bad, we can do an updated video later if they fix it. So. Metaloid Origin. So far, hold on. What do we have on our list? We have Kitaria, Toki, Ori and the Blind Forest. We're not gonna go through all the Switch games because there's like 89 pages of it. By the way, Battle Axe. I bought this one as well. Already bought it. $20. I really like this game at this price. Like, for a physical version, I really like this game at this price. This is one I want to pick up. Unsold, but I want to pick it up for around like $20-ish, which is the price it is here. This is the cheapest I've ever seen this game. It's a pretty good pixel art Souls-like. Pretty decent. If Battle Axe, the frame rate is better, I wouldn't say it is perfect though. Yeah, Unsold is banging. And that's another one like that we could play. Button Up. It's like a really intro puzzle platformer. It's really good if you have young kids, I would say, getting into puzzle platforming, or just like a spouse or someone who's not that good and you want to get. Don't buy Frogun. No, Frogun was garbage. No, I tried it. I didn't even end up making a video on it because I was just like, I'm not gonna put time into this. I want to buy IO the Clown. I want to buy IO the Clown. I don't know why. It's one of those bad. Well, I'm not gonna say bad, but it's one of those games I want in my collection. Yeah, I Die After Sunset. Same thing. I have it digitally. I trashed the video because I wasn't gonna put time on a broken game. And I think we had talked about it and you told me you were doing a video on it. So I'm like, people don't need 2 videos saying it's crap. Chicken Police, I have no idea what this is. But this looks freaking cool visually. And I think I heard good things about it. It's THQ Nordic. Yeah, exactly. Because the game asks for a lot of time. That's like a game that asks for a lot of time. And I'm sort, Alex is sort of in the same thing. We generally are. I'm against like trying to make a video if I've only played like an hour or two of a game and I've given up on it. Like I could do a quick video saying, "Hey, I gave up on the game," but I'm sort of against doing a review if I've only given a good. So it's a chicken. Okay, chicken police is going on the list. Chicken police. Chicken police. Paint it red. Don't worry, guys. We are going to be doing the unboxing. So, if some of you are hearing and like, oh, this is boring or whatnot, don't worry. We're going to get to the unboxing shortly. I just wanted to go through this and show you guys at the same time a really awesome, like, website, like, I didn't know about. And it's rare because I generally try to, like, keep track of all the good deal websites. Blazing Beaks for $22.50. Once again, yes, the game is sold super cheap, but is one of those really, really fun games that I sort of want a physical edition of now that I know you can get it for really cheap. Io the Clown, we're gonna, like, I'm putting $20 here, but I don't think I'm gonna find it at 20. Yeah, Blazing Beaks is awesome. The only thing is, like, sometimes, like, I'm doubling down because I sort of want to keep a physical Switch collection going. Like, even when we move on to the next console, I'm going to sort of, like, put the Switch collection away, start working on the next console, but it's going to... I want to try and keep it. I'm looking here. Bard's Gold, Alex Kidd. I liked Alex Kidd, although it's, like, it's an acquired taste. Omega Bot is pretty chill for $20, but there are definite better Mega Man style games out there. When you go to a Comic-Con, the excitement kicks in and you can add $10. Yeah, that's and that's, I would say that's especially a problem here in Montreal. It's that our Comic-Cons are really bad for prices. But I'm hoping that this is a winter-focused Comic-Con and people are trying to liquidate their end-of-year stock before the holidays. So I'm really hoping that the vibe is different because, yes, normally in Montreal, the Comic-Cons are freaking disgusting, terrible prices. And plus, though, I'm going on Sunday, which is the best day to make deals if games are left over. Astria Ascending 24, but I'm sort of seeing this in a lot of places. Magman Lord. These are like mediocre games that I don't feel like I want to pick up. Rune Factory 5, okay at $25, but this is one of the weakest Rune Factories. Like, I'd rather pick up 4 and play 4 than play 5-ish. I have 4 already, by the way, but yeah. I picked up Potion Permit for $25. This is, if you're looking for a life sim style game, I would way go more with Potion Permit for like $25. The Rewind Kogan sort of rewind, yeah. I imagine that's what you're talking about. MKF 30, yeah. I have it physically. I imported it from Japan. I really liked it. I had it digitally and I bought it. I imported it. But like you guys know, I'm a huge Mega Man fan. So anything that gives like a Mega Man vibe-ish, I sort of want. It's like... It's one of those things where there's games I'll buy just because it's like a Mega Man-like, even though it's not even the best game, like the best game. Non-Guns for $25. This is one is hard to find. I've rarely seen physical copies out in the wild. And maybe it's different in the US, but I'm talking about here. I've rarely seen physical copies out in the wild, and $25 for a physical copy is good. It is. Kogan, though, is harder than most. Yeah, Non-Guns is very, very good. And $25 Canadian, because like I said, convert this into US, you're paying around $17. It's really good. Neurovoider can be really good as well, but I'm like less excited about Neurovoider, but it could be this one can be a really good game too. I don't know if they have like quick, like, it's basically like strategy shooting game. It's a twin stick shooter, but with RPG mechanics, basically. But it's a really fun one. But it's one of those games now you can pick up for $2 as well. So be careful. Digitally, a lot of these games are super cheap. It's just that it's very rare to see. It is Red Art. Oh, it might be a super rare. You're right. No, it looks published by Red Art itself. It looks like, well, if this isn't, this is the actual render of the box, but it's like out of focus. It's a Red Art tag down here for the publisher. And I don't see the super rare, unless this is super rare. Wow, it's super out of focus. It's super rare. Hold on, I just want to go look at this Red Art game. No, I think that's the Red Art symbol. Yeah, that's Red Art. And it's the same symbol on that other game, on the Neurovoider. Yeah, it said Red Art, but I didn't know Red Art was a publisher. Well, I mean, a publisher of physical. I didn't know Red Art published physical. Unto the End, I'm not sure what that is, actually. I saw that earlier and I wanted to check up on it. Didn't know. Hoa disappointed me. Honestly, it's still a good platformer. It just disappointed me because I was expecting so much more out of it. And it ended up being not what I was expecting. And so I still regard it as a decent game, but it's one of those games where I was hoping for it up here and it sort of came in here. Okay. Let's look what else. When we get to the $30-ish range, it becomes exciting again. I remember seeing a few quick ones. Whoever likes Galgun, hey, Bear, we've got a game. Galgun's $30 here physically. Galgun Returns. I'm messing with you. But honestly, it's a pretty good price for this game physically. Although it's not my kind of game. Oh my god, I know Ninja Warrior is Garbo, like hardcore. Cars 3 is fun. Hold on. I skipped it because to me Disney property games like haven't been good in a while, like since the SNES. Where was Cars 3? You need that? Awesome, man. Bendy, I got it for $15. Bendy, I picked up for $15 at Walmart at one point. What else do we have here? Ghostbusters is getting hard to find physically. So if you do want a physical of Ghostbusters remastered at $30, at least here it's hard to find. Like I haven't seen one on a store shelf in like 4 years. Like a long time. Yeah, a few here though I started seeing like Goose Game, $30 for Canada, and this is for Canada. Goose Game $30 is super good. For the US, not so much. Okay, and this turns out to be around 22 US, 2022 US. I'll check that out. I haven't played it yet. Page 8. Hold on. Sorry. Boom. Cars 3. I just want to go back. Oh, okay. This one? Oh, yeah. I'll try and check it out because I think Walmart was liquidating them. I'm going to go check Walmart, though, for that one because I think they were liquidating them at around $10, not far from here, like my local Walmart here. Okay, game that I really liked, but everyone hates, Transformers Battlegrounds. It's a strategy game, like think XCOM strategy game, but with Transformers. They just did two really bad things about this game. Okay, it's actually a lot better, I think, than people gave it credit for. They did two things that are bad. They made it a strategy game, but they used the Transformers animated series from like the 2000s or 2010s even. Okay? Strategy game, older public. If they would have taken G1 Transformers, like the official designs from the G1 Transformers, and done an XCOM style game with it, this would have probably been successful. Now, I know they made a sequel, meaning that they must have made money. Exactly. And the only thing I would have really done is they sort of tried to merge two things. They took strategy because they're like, oh, let's make interesting strategy gameplay, but let's take the most kiddie version of the Transformers. While if they would have taken the OG G1 games and made the game harder, because it's a little on the very easy side, and made the game harder, they would have actually could have made something magical there. They could have done like a equivalent of what they did with Midnight Suns for Marvel, but for the Transformers. Yeah, exactly. And it's too bad because you can see that the company that developed the game wanted to make a really good game, but I think they got buckled down by the fact that most likely whoever was bankrolling the game was like, we want to sell this to kids, and so they had to like dumb it down so that kids could play it. And it's too bad because I feel that like, would they be able to make it to the proper public? It would have been it would have been better. But it's still I have it physically. I played through the whole game. I liked it. Untitled Goose Game. Yeah, so Untitled Goose Game, that is one I want. I don't have it physically. I think I don't have it. I have it digitally for sure. Let's go check. No. Ultra Street Fighter and Unravel. So we do not have it. So that is one on my list. We got like 5 different versions. I think they made a lot of different physical versions of Goose Game. Like, oh, Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. This one I was super surprised to see physically on here. This one I was super surprised. Is it sold out currently? No, they have some. The Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. Now, Goose Game, like I said, I'm going to aim around 25. I know it's more expensive than that here, but like for me to pull the trigger on it, because I know that at one point, if I go to the US, I think I can get it cheaper. Turnip Boy, this is super overpriced. Well, to my impression, it's super overpriced because once again, Walmart was liquidating them for $10, and I picked up like 4 or 5 at one point at $10. And I gave them out to people as gifts because I'm like, play a good game. I want more people to play Turnip Boy so we can get a Turnip Boy 2. Because honestly, the game is good. It's just way too short. It's super fun. It's a Zelda-like. Yeah, Disco Elysium, $30. Disco Elysium, it's not my style of game. I can admit that it's super good. It's just less my style of game. The art style, I can tell it's beautiful. It just, I don't know, it didn't resonate with me as much as some other games. But that's the difference, is I can still tell why it's such an amazing game. Oh yeah, Turnip Boy 2 is coming. Now I'm amped. Now I'm happy. I hope they put in the time and give us like at least a 7 to 8 hour adventure this time. 8 Doors, Aram's Afterlife. I feel like I want a physical of that one, but I don't want to pay $30 for it. And I know it just came out not too long ago, the physical, and this is still a very good game for a Red Art game, price for a Red Art game. But I'm like, I'm going to put it on the list, but it's like, I want to play, because I think this is a game that at one point, why the hell did it? I don't know what that is. Okay, there we go. I don't know what that is, but like, I think at one point it's going to be cheaper because I don't think it's going to sell very well. Honestly, the strong showing for Pikmin 4 in 2 categories so far has surprised me. Just because I didn't know that many people played Pikmin 4. No, I'm joking. Like, I know it's the best-selling Pikmin yet, but I'm surprised that Pikmin 4 is ahead in 2 categories already. And Death's Door at $30, by the way, super good, but I did see better, well, not better deals, not in Canada, but in the US, I saw better deals on Death's Door physically. Cobra Kai 2. Like, the first one was actually not as terrible as everyone said, because the game itself was not broken. It was simple. It wasn't, like, revolutionary, but it was just a okay beat 'em up. Something they did with the second one broke the freaking game, and it's Game Mill. Game Mill has been messing up so hardcore lately. Game Mill, didn't they make the King Kong game? Who made the King Kong game? Yeah, the sequel. Like, the worst is, like, they tried to do a lot. Hold on, who made King Kong? Like looking on here because we can, what? Skull Island? Rise of Kong. Yeah, it is Game Mill. Man, Game Mill over the last year, but it's gotten worse. They used to have games that worked at least. They weren't like innovative, but they would at least work. And over the last year, man, Rise of Kong, terrible. And what's the other one that just came out? Didn't they do the other one that just came out that was even worse? Didn't they make like, yes, The Walking Dead Destinies. And the worst, okay. Honestly, guys, I have no problem with a game company putting out a game, a simple game, as long as they price it for what it is. Walking Dead Destinies, come on. I played like 10 minutes of it and I was like, I'm not playing this anymore. Like, this is another Kong game. And I know I could make easy content of joking about the game, but I'm like, I'm scared it's actually going to lead to people buying it to laugh at the game. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, $50, and this is what's terrible. If they were selling this game for like $10, you could be like, okay, like whatever, you know what I mean? And it'd still be a bad game, but it wouldn't be like as freaking horrible as trying to sell it as a full price, like almost full price game. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about, because, and I don't know, they don't like me. Yeah, honestly, I think I need to start getting on their case too, because that's just freaking disgusting. Like, I used to not get on their case because their games were just like medium. You know what I mean? They were like 5 out of 10s. You know, it's like the game isn't broken. It's just not a top-notch game. But now it's like, and they're doing stuff like freaking putting JPEGs instead of cutscenes. The Walking Dead, the faces on the characters don't freaking move. They don't move. Like in the cutscenes, like there's dialogue and it's just like the face of the person still, because they didn't animate the 3D models. Yeah, the games were harmless before, but now they're just like bad and they're charging more for them. Like it's terrible. Anyway, we're gonna finish this because we have to get to the unboxing eventually. Nuclear Blaze for $30. This one I sort of want to get a physical copy somewhere. Nuclear Blaze, really good little game. Let's aim around like $30, but I do feel it's still one that's going to go down in price over time. Exactly. Huge difference between cash grab and harmless. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you put out a mobile game that is ported to the Switch, but you sell it for $2. You know what? I have no problem with that. As long as your mobile game works, and that you sell it as a mobile game, like your description pretty much describes what the game is and that it's a mobile game. The problem is that they take these big franchises that people are going to be like, oh my God, if it's Cobra Kai, quality show means must have a quality game, because we're not at the NES era anymore where like movie licensed games are always trash. Like a lot of tie-ins with licenses come out to are decent games nowadays. Exactly. That's a great example. Like Cubic Games, they say they're mobile games, and look, they do their sales and they sell their games for 50 cents. You know what? I'd rather buy a mobile quality game on my Switch for 50 cents than get a free one on my phone and have to deal with ads every like 2 minutes, for example. So you have the choice. Do I pay 50 cents and I play something like that on the Switch? And some people like having mobile games. I have them for my daughters. My daughters play a ton of them because it's simple and that's what they like. They play that on their phone. So when they take the Switch, and they play a ton of those. But, that, like, examples. Anyway. Okay. Nuclear Blaze. I put it on here, right? Yeah, I did. Nuclear Blaze. Fight Crab, I already have the physical. This is a good price for Canada, bad price for the US, because I think it was $20 for you guys over there, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you could have easily picked it up on Black Friday at multiple sources for, like, around $20. Once we're out of like the $30 range games, I'm gonna move on because I really don't want to pick any. I don't want to pick up any expensive games unless I find like mega deals on them. This pisses me off. I paid $90 for the limited run game version, and then they reprinted it, not limited run games, and it's on sale for $30. That is such a fail. It was a year ago though, so it doesn't feel as bad because like it wasn't announced or anything yet. But I pulled the trigger on this, and I think about like 4 months after I pulled the trigger on getting Fighting Rage physically, it went, oh yeah, you're right, and I wanted that on my list. Godstrike, thank you for mentioning it. Godstrike, it's just uber hard, but it is a good game. It's a good game. It was just overpriced digitally. Like digitally, because of the competition out there, it needed to be dropped a bit. Like when it gets to the $10 range, it becomes super good buy if you know what you're getting into. Sphinx Haunted House, blah blah blah. Outbreak, guns. This is I really like Super Lucky's Tale. Yeah. Curse of the Dead Gods. These two games I want physically. Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning. I've been looking for a physical for tons of time, but I don't want to pay a lot. And I'm fine. And they're getting rarer. So I'm like, but I wanted this around $25. Like I'm putting like prices that I might not be able to find, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to try to package deal. Like I'm going to try to find a vendor that has like 3 or 4 games. I'm going to try to package them together where the price evens out to around this. And Curse of the Dead Gods, I do want this physically. I played a lot more of it last month, and it got better. Like I already knew it was good, but yeah. South Park Snow Day is cheap. When's it releasing? Is it out? because I liked the trailer. A lot of people were bitching at the trailer, but I'm like, South Park is good for those simple like $30 on Amazon. Is it out? December 31st. Supposed to be releasing on December 31st, but that must was that December 31st of next year? Hold on. Oh yeah, okay, it's a placeholder date. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They had it? Hold on. Oh, yeah, here. Available to order. But it still has a placeholder date. But $30, yeah. Honestly, I want to try this out. I like the other South Park games. This one looks like it's a 3D like action adventure game. And it looks like it's situated around multiplayer combat. Horizon Chase Turbo. I just don't know if I want to pay $35 for a physical copy. But I don't feel like we're going to get cheaper than that. Yeah, but it's a placeholder date. When you see December 31st, no games actually come out on December 31st physically, by the way. When you see a December 31st, it's a placeholder date. That means there's no date, but they need to put something in their system. So when you see that, yeah, it's too expensive. Like, it's a really good game, but not $35 good, like for a physical, especially when I have the digital already. Like, a lot of this is double dipping either way. We're going to do like 2 more pages, then we're going to get to the unboxing. I don't know if I should build the Legos. I feel like I shouldn't be building the Legos tonight. I feel like we're going to start with unboxing them, seeing if we get all of them, and then take it from there. This is okay. I paid the same price. It's one of the only 2 games I've gotten so far. Wise Origin, I don't know how much it sells for. This feels okay, but I also feel that, well, it's a limited run game. But I also feel that like limited run games, a lot of them right now, when we're talking about they're not numbered releases, they're hurting themselves because they're overprinting their non. Oh yeah, Monster Train. I did not try it. Is this like a card battler? Yeah, okay. I knew it was a card battler. I'll check that out. But I sort of want to check it out digitally, I think, first, unless I find like a crazy good price. Okay, we're getting, hold on. We're going to do like I said, a couple more pages. This is way overpriced. If you get a European version, you can often pick them up for around like the equivalent of $20 for European versions. Apparently they must have printed a shit ton in Europe. Nothing, like, obviously people are going to want this because it's like, it's for the moment delisted, but I wouldn't overpay this because I think it's going to be relisted under another publisher eventually. On par with Slay the Spire, wow. The Guacamelee 1-2 Punch, I really regret because at one point you could pick it up for really cheap and I passed on it. And like you could pick this up for around $20 physically. I passed on it and now I really regret. As well as Saints Row the Third, they were liquidating them at Walmart for $15 and I didn't pick it up and I should have. I knew it was good. I just was like, I don't know, focused on other stuff at that point, and I was like, oh, I have it digitally. I don't need it physically. Blah blah blah. And theoretically, I don't need it physically. It's just like nice to have. Okay, let's start with our unboxing, guys. I think we have a decent start to like a hunt list here. And I'm going to think of other ones that I know I want, that like if I think about them, I'm going to come back and we'll add to the list. But if everyone's okay with it, let's get to the unboxing tonight. Now, I'm going to have to just play around with my focus camera so I can actually talk to you guys while we're unboxing. So just give me like 30 seconds to flip things around. Ugh, way too low. Okay. And actually, I should have switched the chat. Hold on, give me a sec. Bear with his 28 months says he's going to pick up the last spell on the eSHOP. Awesome stuff, dude. And I might have to switch the camera. Boom. There we go. So, by the way, just, fun things because I popped them out. I had my Simpsons minifigure collections that I actually popped out, and I built little bases for them because I'm like, if I pop some Legos out, I'm going to pop some of my older collections and take them out. And I had the whole series on this one. So the other ones are here. Now, the only thing that happened is Topaz knocked it over this week. And I lost a special brick for one of Marge's sisters. She's supposed to have a eye exam for the eye exam for her driving test in her hand, and she's missing it. Now, it's somewhere in the room. It just, when I got here, they were on the ground and everything was spread out, so I haven't found it yet, but the search is on. I'll find it most likely over the next few days, but these Simpsons miniatures were really awesome, which is why I probably want to get the Marvel ones after this. Honestly, they were really awesome, and these were back in the days that you could actually feel through the bags because they were like soft bags, and you could basically if you knew which part was like unique to each figure, you could feel around the bags till you found the part. Like, for the sisters, it was the hair. For Marge, it was her hair as well. For Homer, it was like you'd have to feel out his face. It felt like Marge's, but it was smooth and shorter. Like Lisa, not Lisa's, Maggie's, it was like her spiky hair. Lisa, it was a spiky hair, but you had to find the cat. If you could find the cat in the bag, you could tell the difference between Lisa and Maggie. So basically, I got the whole series without getting ever any doubles. I basically felt out all the bags and I got all the series, no doubles. Now with the weight trick, it's a little harder, because the one thing I'm going to say is that even if you follow a weight guide, always use the same scale. Now, I got F'd by that because at one point I went to the Lego store and I didn't bring my scale because I didn't think they would let me use it. And they let me use theirs. So I weighed out the figures with their scale, wrote down the weights, and then when I started using my scale, I realized that there was maybe a 1 or 2 gram difference between my scale and their scale. So that's why I said I might be missing 1 or 2 figures, because I winded up with a few boxes that do have the same weights. However, there are supposed to be 2 figures that do have the same weights. So if we get lucky, we won't have 2 times 2 doubles. Yeah, it is a crab claw. It's a lobster claw. It's me and my wife are huge fans of Friends, and it has nothing to do with Matthew Perry passing. R.I.P. By the way, I loved him in Friends. But it's because they, in Friends they say there's an episode where Phoebe says like they're like 2 lobsters joined for life. So my wife has the exact same tattoo in the same place. So when we put our hands together, it's like the lobster claws are holding each other. So that's why we have that tattoo. We got this year for our 10-year wedding anniversary. So we have the exact same lobster claw in both our hands. Yeah, it's honestly it's pretty cool, and it's like when you tell the story, it makes it better. But if not, it's still a lobster claw. Some people think it's because I love seafood. I'm actually allergic to seafood. So if you want the maple syrup weakness, give me a lobster, and you just might kill me. Okay, so I have a sheet up for the weights. Honestly, I can't hold on. So as we open the packs, I'm going to take the weights down, and I'm going to write down which figure it is. Now, not to make the whole screen complicated and not see everything, I'll show you guys the sheet at the end, okay? But after we open up a pack and we see which figure it is, we're going to I'm going to basically just take a few seconds to go write down, what the weight was and which figure it was. So, so the trick is also, like I said, if you guys do this, try to use always the same scale and try to have a better scale than I have. Because like I said, mine is only in grams. It's not in milligrams, so you don't see the point, blah, 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 blah. And if ever you want to do the minifigures, you need to see the point whatevers, because there's actually difference between, like in the minifigures, you might actually have like Wolverine that is like 28.4 grams and Captain America that's like 28.9 grams. So you need to be able to see those point whatever grams for the minifigures. But for the Mario ones, you can get away with a kitchen scale like mine. So 72 is supposed to be one of the bigger characters. So we either have the ice bro, the fat one, the bigger one that I can't remember what his name is, or the Toad here. I do think, however, we have either him or him, because he's supposed to be a little bit lighter, and I do have one here that's around 70 grams, so I do think that is going to be the one. So let me just take down pack number 1, 72. We're just going to reweigh it, make sure that, yeah, 72. And now, please do not kill me for not having all their official names. Love Mario, but no, I do not know all the names of all the side characters and whatnot. So if anyone does know the name of the official character and want to help me out, write it out into the chat once we have it, and I will gladly take the assist. Where's my knife? Oh well, wish I had my knife. It's supposed to be around here, but we'll take some scissors. So, pack number 1, guys. What are we getting? And it is the big dude. And I dropped a part. Great start. Great start. There we go. So, yes, we have, you can tell by the mouth, we have the big dude. Thank you, thank you. Do they give the name on this? That would be freaking awesome. But yeah, so we have, oh my god, what's his name? Somebody assist. The big dude. But for real, I'm gonna get a list of their names. I was expecting it to be written on this, which one it was. Oh, wait, maybe this. If there's a chart here, I will love Lego forever. Yes, sir. Sumo Bro. So we do have 72 grams. We have Sumo Bro. Nice. So honestly, it's a good start because it's the biggest one. And definitely, I'm glad to have this one. Like, I really wanted, like, in my opinion, my top 3, like, was Sumo Bro, I want Birdo, and I want the Cat Goombas. So out of the heavy ones, Sumo Bro was the one I definitely wanted to get. So awesome. Now, for the moment, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to put them back in the box. Keep it all nice and tidy. And if we want to build a few at the end of the stream, we will. So box numero uno was 72 grams, and it gave us Sumo Bro. The one thing I'm going to keep, though, is the little cheat sheet here for their names. So give me just a sec. So, pack number 1, 72 grams. Sumo Bro. So, 1 down. Yeah, the Lego Batman movies are freaking awesome. The Lego movies themselves are awesome as well. I really like the Lego movies. I like the first one more than the second, but I still like them. By the way, we're not going to do it tonight, but I also got brick heads. I got the Sonic and Tails brick heads. They were getting really up there in price online, and my Lego store still had some at like retail for like $12. So I picked up the brick heads, and I'm like, I think I'll do like a short video build on them or something like that. Like when we get out of Black Friday season and we can get back to doing varied content. Now, I forgot to weigh this one. 66. So pack number 2 is 66. And I sort of ruined it because I saw the color of what's inside, and we're having a second one of my top 3 in here. Who thinks 66 is going to be? You can probably tell by the color already. If you look at the few parts, you see all the pink. Yes, sir. We have Birdo. So we now have Birdo as well. So we are on a roll, guys. We've got 2 of my top 3. 2 of my top 3. So we have Sumo Bro, we have Birdo. Now all we need is the Cat Goombas. Honestly, well, not all we need. I want a whole set, but so far it's pretty chill. Now we have 9, by the way. So we have 8 different figures to get, and I have 9 packs. So we do have an extra chance. So, Sumo Bro and Birdo. I have to find a better way to be able to write on my sheet while I'm talking to you guys. So far we know that around 72 grams, you've got Sumo Bro. Around 66, we've got Birdo. Now, I think this is one of the lighter ones. 55. No, 54. Hold on. Let me just see something. Yeah, this should be a 54. God dang it. 55. This messes things up a bit. Because there's one that I took being a 55 because I had 54s, and I'm like, oh, this might be the... Because there's a lot around the 50-ish mark. So pack number 3. Yeah, no, it is 55. So we might be in some trouble. Because I think we have like maybe 2 or 3 packs around 55. Let's see what this is. we get cat Goombas, I'm going to be... I actually set it up where the first 3 are maybe the 3 I wanted by weight. No, it is not. Oh, nice. I'm happy to have this, though, because after my top 3, this is one I definitely really wanted. We have the Inkies. I think they have a different name. I call them the Inkies, but they are the bloopers. Opposite, the bloopers. So we do have the bloopers. So honestly, at least so far, well, we're on the first 3 packs. I would have been surprised we would have had doubles so far. But starting on the next few packs, we are risking doubles because I think I have a few of the other 50s lined up. So pack number 3, 55, we have bloopers. What I've decided is I've decided to screw to capitalizing the first letter and making the list look pretty. I'm just going to write it down flat, and then basically when we get back, when I get back to my seat, like after we've opened it up and we're done with like the close up and whatnot, then I'll like make it look pretty and whatnot. Let's just move down a square because that way I don't actually have to get up much. Okie doke. Pack number 4. 64. So we did a 66, a 72, a 55, now a 64. Now, I'm really worried that this could be a second Birdo because they're very close in weight, and there just might be some, like, slight difference production-wise between the packs. So, like I said, we're going to start getting to a position where we can have doubles at one point. And I think we're lucky. Yeah, we have a 4th one. And honestly, I was super surprised that out of all 3 stores I went to, all 3 stores let me weigh the Legos no problem. And every store said the exact same answer. We prefer someone coming in with a scale and weighing than ripping open the boxes. Because apparently at first, they were dealing with a lot of people just showing up and ripping the boxes open. And we have the green toad, which I love. The only reason I'm less excited about getting the green toad is simply because a lot of the other Lego packs have toads in them. Maybe it's not the green one, but that's just why he wasn't in my top 3, by the way. Because a lot of the other Lego packs have toads in them. So it's awesome to have a toad. I'm super happy. That's the only reason he wasn't in top 3, though. So this one we were at 64. And that seems to be a green toad. So 64 seems to be green toad. Perfect. So far, no repeats. Only 4 packs in. But at least we're setting it up that we might actually get our full set. And like I said, it's going actually pretty quick. So I think we'll build a few. Hey, Champ Dancer. How you doing, man? You got here in time. We are less than halfway through our packs. So far we have 4 packs and 4 different figures. We have Sumo Bro, just giving you a recap. We have Birdo. We have Green Toad, and we have the bloopers. So we are doing pretty good. You got Patrick Kane. Fudge. You guys don't need better players, man. Only the Canadians get better players. I'm forgetting to weigh these before. I'm like so excited to be opening them finally. See, this is where we might be getting doubles. So this is the one I think I got being a 55, thinking I only had 54s. Yeah. I know because like they have price tags. This is the 54. Because depending on which shop I got them from, see, this one is like, depending when, it's a 54 or a 55. So this one we might be getting our first double, guys. Don't be sorry, my man. I'm glad you made it, because I know you were asking when are we going to do the unboxings for the Lego series, and I'm like, oh, I hope he makes it tonight. But honestly, like I said, I've been so busy all week trying to get all the deal videos out, and we still have one more to go. By the way, the last one is most likely going to be a sizzle reel only, but you'll see it's fitting because it'll be an under $2 list. I want to sort of do one last little hurrah where we look at all the great little $2 games, because I think everyone's out of money at this point. And it's just going to be fun to look at a few like really cheap games you can pick up if you've only got like gold coins or a couple of bucks left. And when I say it's okay that it's sizzle reel only, is that most of you that follow the channel have probably seen these games multiple times, because there really wasn't much that has broken into the $2 range. But for people who don't know, all nice little last minute pickups. Now we said this one was 54. Like, it was ranging between 55 and 54. I'm going to call it a 54. But yeah. Is this a double? Yes, it's a blooper. I think. No, it's not. No, it is not. It is the one with the legs. The ones with the yeah, we're gonna play Batman tomorrow. Apparently, though, it's not the best performance-wise. It is the Bramball. Woof, we are lucky. The thing is, I knew there were a few around the 50 to 54, 54, 56, 55 range. So I knew I had to take a couple in that range. So far, guys, we are lucky. When I saw these, I thought they were the green leaves that are in the bloopers. I thought they were these here, and I was like, oh damn. But no, we are 5 for 5 so far. So we have 4 packs left, and we have 3 different figures to hit. Honestly, if we manage to get like the full series in just 9 packs, I'm going to be super happy. Like, that's like really, really good. And like I said, if we get through them fast, we can build like 1 or 2. I think I'm going to build like my top 3 maybe. We can, like, if we have all of the 3 of the top 3, we're going to build the top 3. So that was the Bramball. Nice. Okie doke. Pack. Oh, this needs to be recalibrated. $69. Now this one, I'm hoping for the Ice Bro. This one I'm hoping is the Ice Bro. Because that one is the hardest one to get which one it was. Because it's supposed to be around the 70 gram range, but I couldn't find any that was slabbed that like right on 70 grams. And this is the only one I found at 69. So hopefully 69. I think we do have the Ice Bro. Yes, we do. Woo! 5, 4, 5, 6 for 6, right? Yeah, 6 for 6, man. Alex, man, we're already maximum 2 doubles. Because we are 6 for 6. We have opened up 6 packs, 6 different ones. So honestly, the weighing method really does work. I was wondering how good it was going to be, just because online people were posting different weights, like within a gram or two. But like I said, as long as you always use the same scale, you'll be good. So we have the, I don't know, do they call him Ice Hammer Bro? Yeah, just Ice Bro. His official name is Ice Bro. Nice. So we've got ourselves the Ice Bro. So far, it's hitting on all cylinders. Like I told him at the beginning, though, what screwed me up maybe is in the 54 range, which is why I got like 3 in the 54 range, because I used 2 different scales at one point, and I realized that there was like a 1 to 2 gram difference between the scales. Okay, so that is the only problem. So 69 Ice Bro. But it's honestly pretty freaking crazy that this works. Now, the Marvel series, like, if you guys like this, and maybe it won't be a stream, maybe I'll just do it off camera, or maybe we'll do it on stream like this one night to chill. By the way, I hope you guys don't mind that tonight I wanted to chill. Instead of playing a video game, because we're going to be playing Arkham tomorrow, I did a lot of videos this week. I just wanted to relax with all of you, chat, look at games, and, you know, just have a different sort of vibe tonight. But don't worry, we're going to get back to playing games a lot. But I never do just chatting streams, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Alex. Now that I talked shit, this is going to be my double. Check it out. 54. And this is a straight 54 because it's not even dancing around the 55. No, like the other ones would dance between, but this one's dancing between 53, 54. Like, it hit 55 for like a split second there. Exactly. And it's you know, it's been rough too, with like the 9 to 5 job is still not letting up. I so need some time off, and my vacation resets on December 17th. I'm supposed to get the first week of January off, which pretty much means that we're probably going to have some good times. But if not, like, if they don't give me my January, my first week of January, because there is a mini possibility I won't be able to get it, I'm just going to take some personal days at one point, and like, because personal days, it sort of forces their hand. They have to give them to me. So it's like, I'm like, you can either give me my week or I'll take it. And I do think we've got our first double. Boom, bum, boom. The bramble. The bramble. Alex, man, you jinxed me. Or it was all my shit talking that jinxed me. Yeah, we have the Bramball again. F you, Bramball. First double. I'm going to put this one off to the side. So the Bramball can be 55 or 54. Sort of disappointed here. Bramble. Okay. 2 more chances to get the last 2 we're missing. $66. This could be a birdo. I thought this one was 68. I think our luck's running out, boys. I think our luck is running out. I don't know why I thought I had a 68. Unless this is the 68 and I just like... No, this is a 62. So this one should be a fresh one because we have nothing around 62. Like it's 2 grams off of the other ones. So this should be... Theoretically, this one should be either... I think this one should be this dude here. So the only chance that we have to get the Goombas is this one, but I think the Goombas are supposed to be one of the lighter ones. So I think we're going to be missing this one. So hold on. I just want to mix things up. I want to make sure. 66. But this one, 66 to 67. Ugh. Ugh. Is it a Birdo? Am I going to see some pink in here? Oh, dude. We did not want to see pink. We did not want to see pink. That sucks. Guys, we did not get a full set. They're $8 each. I think they're $6 in the US. I think. 5 or 6 in the US. Here they're $8 each. Ugh. Now, if this one is a double, I'm going to be super disappointed. If we get 3, like if this one isn't a double and I'm missing 1, I'm happy. Nonetheless. Because I started this out by saying, hopefully we only have 1 double max. If this is a double of any, then it's disappointing. And based on who I'm missing, I'm gonna have to figure out which weights they're around and try to find that one. But this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Like if they're around 54, and that's one of the ones I'm missing, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Because I'm out of stores that have them physically that let me weigh them. Yeah, I've had 2 doubles, but I didn't want to be missing. Sorry, I should have worded it differently. What I meant is I didn't want to be missing more than 1 figure. I want to basically have like at least 7 out of the 8 figures in the set. Our last chance, and this one was 62. So this one should be a brand new one though. 66. So we do know Birdo is 66 though. Not because they're open, I can't. Like, honestly, I'm not even going to try to return them because they're open. I feel bad trying to return open stuff. It's fine. Like, I mean, $20 is sucks, but you know what? It's still fine. It's like not the end of the world. But basically, it's more I want the full set. That is the point of it, is that I want the full set. To have the whole set minus 1 would just suck. And I don't want to have to buy like 10 more. And the thing is, if you think about it, even if a store doesn't let you weigh them, you could technically buy them, weigh them, and then bring back the ones like sealed that weigh off of what you're looking at. Because like that, the other option is that, like, let's say none of the physical stores here let me have them, then I'd have to abuse Amazon. I'd have to like buy like 10 off of Amazon, open up only the ones that might be the Goombas, like let's say it's the Goombas I'm missing, and then return the others. You know what I mean? Or return the Amazon closed ones to one of the stores here with one of the bills of these. Because the thing is, they're not serialized. So theoretically, I could take the bill for these 2 and return the Amazon ones. You understand? Like, any sealed ones you have, you could return them. Exactly. You can buy them, weigh at home, and then return the others. So that's why stores also, I think, don't mind that you weigh them, because if a person's prepared to weigh them, you're prepared to do what you need to do to like buy them and return them later. You know what I mean? Like, so they're not messing around with that stuff. They're like, yeah, sure, just weigh them, and at least we won't have to do a return. You know what I mean? Okay. 62. The moment of truth. Not sure which one this is. I think we have the Goombas. Yes, we have the Goombas. Yeah! Yeah! I have my top 3. Top 3. So the only one we're missing is the green dude. So we have all of them. Yes. I think it's going to be easier to find this guy, because this guy is one of the heavier ones. However, I think he weighs almost the same as the Hammer Bro, which is why he's harder to find. The, what's his name? Spike. Yeah! We got the Goombas! Okay, let's build the Goombas. I'm happy. Yeah! 62 is the Goombas. Yes, sirree, Bob. Only one missing. So, like I said, it is a decent turnout, that means. Is this the instructions? No, that's this. So, let's build ourselves rapidly some Goombas. Like I said, we're gonna... And I made, like, little stages to put them on, by the way. Like... I think they're too small for all of them in the end, because I didn't expect the bases to be this wide. 1, 2. Nah, actually, I think we'll be good. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one would need to be a little longer, but it'll serve its purpose. Put the stages aside. Let's get our Lego instructions out. Got it. Okay, we good. So the instruction is going to be like a 3-minute build, something like that. Honestly, though, I really hope that once this current generation is out, I would like to see a line of just minifigures. Because all these like more complex figures are cool, but they just don't fit in with like any of the minifigure stuff. Like so. Then we've got just this little guy with this little guy here. Goes in the middle. We're going to stack our 3 square ones. Got our green one up here. Guy goes like this. Honestly, it's pretty cool though that they come with like little mini terrains and whatnot. I think we've just got this goes here. This goes here. Got our two little flowers. One is supposed to go here-ish. The other one is supposed to go off to the side here. Boom. Now we're going to build our Goombas quickly. Boom. Boom. Or our face cubes. They're identical, right? Like the faces are different, but I mean the builds are identical. Let's just make sure. Just in case there's like mini differences. This should be the face. No, this is the digital. There. So screaming face. This. Boom. I think this is the perspective that they're giving with that like that. Then we are supposed to put this here. A lever. Boom. Okay, this is a tail. I wasn't getting what that little thing was, but it is a tail. So, like so, like so. Then we put it on here. We've got ourselves a little tail. That's actually pretty, like for a small little Lego figure, it's actually pretty chill. I did do him the right way, right? Yeah, that's the front. I just realized that there's a front and back to the feet. Like if you look at them properly, you have like bigger feet in the, like the feet are bigger in the front and smaller in the back. Like I thought the shape was the same, but if you see the front is bigger than the back. So this is definitely the front. I think we're going to do the exact same build again. And here we go. Let's place them the way they have them. So they have like one of them up here, one of them down here, and we've got our cat Goombas. Honestly, yes, very nice design. And you know, if you guys don't know, these actually interact with the Mario figure because there's like a little barcode reader here. So the Mario figure, when he jumps on them, he actually will make sounds and like score points based on the bad guys that he's killing. So it's pretty chill, and we'll put them like right along here on our stand. Boom. I think this is going to be like my AAA stand. So we're going to put like all my favorite ones on this one, and then my less favorite ones on the smaller one here. So we've got the Mario Goombas open. This is Sumo Bro. So yeah, we're going to do Sumo Bro next, because we'll have him at the top, and then we'll have Birdo like at the front. We're going to keep our extra parts here in our little compartment to not mix them up. And let's go. Let's do Sumo Bro next. Opposites. I'm fast building Legos. I guess so. I find I know I'm on the faster side, but I've done a shit ton of Legos. So, like one day I'd have to take my boxes out of Legos that I've done before, like the channel and everything. Like I've done some of the biggest, big Marvel ones. Like not like Avengers Towers, the recent one, but from the earlier movies, like pre Infinity Saga, like Infinity War. I did a lot of Marvel Legos. I've said it before, but I have like the star like from I have the starship from like Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I have like a bunch of like different play sets from like the first Avengers movie and whatnot. They're all in like a bin over there, and actually I have quite a few Star Wars as well. I'm not sure what you mean so that the back isn't to the other figures, champ, but if I do it, I'm trying to visualize what you're talking about, and if I don't get it, we'll check it out once I have like the second one built. Because maybe what I'm envisioning is already what you mean. But like Bowser, apparently, like I talked to the guy at the Lego store today, most people do Bowser in like over 10 hours. So apparently at 7 hours, I was like 7.5 hours. While filming, I was pretty quick. Because like I said, filming normally adds on like about 20 to 25% time. Just because like you have to worry about the camera. You have to set things up so that everything is visible. You can't like sort of just go willy-nilly about it. So... but I guess so. I don't know. I've never compared my building speed to other people much. So we have a little torch here that we need to build. So it's actually a pretty fun design. Like, that's what I love about Legos is how they actually come up with the designs. That's what I love most about them is like, I'm good at building them, but I have so much respect for the people that design the designs because I can design simple things, but they come up with crazy ideas and crazy designs that are pretty freaking insane. So that's like his little stage, if you will. Oh, actually, I missed a step here. I don't know how I missed it, but whatever. Boom and boom. I missed it here. Backwards. I focused on doing the front stuff and I missed the back stuff. Now let's build Sumo Bro. So we've got orange 2, orange 2. Three flat. And sometimes it's honestly just like at one point when you've done enough, you sort of like just get used to also like what to expect. And especially like when you're often I look at the instructions and especially like at Bowser at one point, there were a lot of steps that resembled each other, but on opposite sides, like when you're building the right arm and the left arm. So I would start doing them together. Like if you look through the video again, and I know it's not like the best videography in that video, but if you look through the video again, you'll see that sometimes I'm building like two pieces at once. And that's something like in Legos, they often decompose it into two parts, but they're actually really easy to do together if you just sort of mirror it in your mind, if that makes any sense. Instead of doing one and then doing the other. So we need 2 of these for one arm. Put them together. Put a little thingamajig at the end. This one goes here like one arm. Then we grab this thing here in the middle. And we build the same thing on the reverse side for the other arm. Reverse side, put our little hand thingamajig here. Boom. It's pretty chill. When we're gonna have the head on, they won't come off. But okay, so that you put that there. This here. This is not correct. These are the ones we need. 2 like this with a white in the middle. One multi thing. White in the middle. Then one of these has eyes on them. That's actually an original part that I've never seen before this. It's like just an orange block with eyes on them. Go like that. Now the shell, like this, like this. The little barcode is going to go on the back here. And then we're going to tack this on his back. Where does it tack into though? Like this. Boom. Okay. His cheeks off to, like, you see, this is like the little attention to detail, man. They think about doing like little cheeks on the side. Are they supposed to be turned up or down? Hold on. It's supposed to be turned up. Boom. And we have his little spike on his head. And there we go. We've got ourselves the Sumo Bro. It's actually pretty nice once again. Let's see how he's supposed to go on his throne. Okay, they have him on the back here. Towards the back. Hold on. They have him on the back, towards the back. Like so. It's actually pretty chill. Also, Arizona Sunshine 2, December 7th. This is relaxing to watch. Let me just see. Sorry, guys, because yeah, I'm trying to catch up, but freaking Bowser was just crazy, man. No way I can do that. Honestly, my fingers were hurting a lot at the end of the Bowser. I look at all the jumbled Legos and my brain says no, but at least they divide them into like separate packs. Like there are 22 separate packs. So it's pretty chill. Like basically my plan is to put them like this Champ Dancer. Like, and we like the Goombas can turn, like we can turn like so. So we can like, I'm going to put Sumo Bro here-ish. And then we're going to put like Birdo here. And probably I was going to say the bloopers here. Ish. No, this is just a Lego stand. This one here, yeah, it's supposed to be. It's because I imagine you can choose to put him like this if you want, or even you can probably stand Mario in front of him, or like the base. The bases I think are made so that you can actually move them a bit around. You can put them in different poses, different areas. But yeah, that if I'm looking at the image on the base, if you look at the finished image on the base here, you see that this is exposed and that is exposed. Don't forget that you guys are looking from top down, and that's like not normally how you view it. Like when you view it from the front, you don't really see that they're like, you know, when you're looking at the front, you don't really see that there's like that many exposed pieces. Arizona Sunshine 2. Yeah, no, these stands are actually from Lego sets that my daughters I took apart because like a lot of my daughters outgrew their Legos, and they had like they had the huge Elsa castle that I built for them, like the from the Frozen movie, and like this is the bases on the different Elsa castles to get the bigger bases. Um, they had a lot. They had like the Lego superhero females as well, like the female line for Lego superheroes. They did that for a while, and my daughter had a lot of those. She actually had the big like school, like castle-ish type thing. Anyway, they had a lot of big ones. Oh, the cheapy fake eShop deals. Yeah. But no, yeah, but there's a different one that's been sold for like $49 right now, Squirrel. Be careful. It's sold under the Walking Dead, like, and it's actually licensed. Okay, it's like a licensed Walking Dead game. It's been sold for $50 and it is really bad. It is like the King Kong game. It is actually the same company that did the King Kong game that did that game. So it's like pretty freaking bad. So, like I said, we're gonna do we're gonna do Birdo and then the bloopers. Like I think we're gonna finish that stand, and I don't know if you guys still want to keep doing the rest of them after that, because at one point you might just get tired of seeing me build Legos. But I want to at least finish Birdo and the bloopers, so we have like one of the two stands set up, and then we can, you know, decide if we're if anyone wants to stick around for more after that. So actually, let's do this opposite this time. Let's start with Birdo this time, and we'll build her little level thing after. Actually, no, they have it the opposite. They have us build a level first. Never mind. Because last time I realized the Sumo Bro, I did it backwards. Doesn't really matter. Like you can do it in the order you want, as you saw. But technically, with the Sumo Bro, they had you build the Sumo Bro before the stage. Okay, so this, we need this. We go here. Next, we've got, I gotta, this little thing. Boom. This one's actually probably going to be pretty quick because I'm looking at the number of pieces and there looks like there is really not a lot. So although Birdo is really cool as a character, and I'm really glad we got a Birdo figure, I don't think she's going to be a very long build. This doesn't look right somehow. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Oh, it's because there's a second one. I was like, it doesn't look right for the next step. but I went too quick and I didn't see that there was a add a second one after. That's a weird positioning. Like this. Yeah. Okay. It's also fun to see Legos like come together sometimes when some are like just not obvious at first, like what the intentions are or like where it's supposed to go. Like if any of you ever do build a Bowser, that is like when you start it out, you have no idea how this is going to become Bowser. And then all of a sudden, like, why does this not look right? Give me a sec, guys. I just want to see something here. No, it's fine. I know why it doesn't look right, because it isn't right. This is supposed to be like this. That's why it wasn't looking right. I was one little thing off. Like so. This here. This here. Let's get this together here. This together here. Flip these. Okay. And this is what this is supposed to be looking like. The colors are a little harder to see for this one on the camera. Oh, there's a Tetris 99 event to get a limited background. That's pretty cool. Honestly, I got a little bit off of Tetris 99. Right now, the one I want to sort of put more time into is F-Zero 99. I played a bit of it when it came out, and I didn't like dive too deeply into it. But that one feels like it's worth putting a little more time into. And I know it's like sort of a meme because I think what's his name, Spawnwave on his channel is doing like a vote for like game of the year too, and people are like as a meme like voting for F-Zero 99 as game of the year. But honestly, it's not a bad game. It's pretty fun. Yeah, that looks right. Looks right as well. This, like that. Like that. Boom. Like so. Now we need 2 of these. Oh, these are not, okay. I was like, which way are we supposed to put them on? But then I realized they are like, they're not the right angled ones. They're not, they are just spikes, basically. And we go like so. This with the little dots pointing at an angle upwards. Then we should have the little eyes here. If you think about it, if they would have never ported, if they would have never done Doki Doki Panic as Mario 2 USA, we would have never gotten Birdo as a Mario character. Like the only reason we ever got Birdo as a Mario character is theoretically because they made that like weird, like they made Mario 2 that weird port of Doki Doki Panic. I think we're supposed to line up the head forward. Oh, like so. Okay. I was like worried that they weren't showing properly how to line up the head. And there we go. We have Birdo. It is actually a really, really nice design. From the back, she looks a little weird because the bow is like a little too flat. But I mean, it's Lego. Let's be honest. There's going to be flat parts. But yeah, pretty good. I'm honestly, I really think these are the top 3 of the set. Like I'm looking at the set. Maybe I can make an argument for the Ice Bro. The Ice Bro could maybe be like up there with the bloopers, but I think these are definitely top of the set. And we'll have like so, because I don't know if you meant that you want them facing each other, Champ. The reason I'm putting them like this is because most likely they're going to go on a shelf like so. So if I make them face each other, like what, you know, there's some on the shelf that will see the back of the characters. So more little extra parts there in the compartment. Pretty chill. Let's get our next one out. Bloopers. Now this one is a double. We have a double, right? Of somewhere. No, this is the Ice Bro. This is the. These are the 2 doubles actually. Put them over there. I think these are. No, this is Toad. And I know I love Toad. I'm not hating on Toad. He's just not my favorite in this set because I said he's a little bit all over. So this is the bloopers. Boom. I have another built one somewhere that like I don't know where the box went. Whatever. I'll find it later. Now, our next one. Little family. Honestly, if it wasn't for the baby ones, this one would really be one of the worst ones. But because we get the babies, it like skyrockets it to number 4. Oh, you didn't know the figures could move? Cool. Okay, I get it. So, but like when I set it up, then I got what you meant, like that you wanted the figures like facing each other. And it makes sense like if you're having it on like an open display, but like if you're putting on a shelf, that's why I was like, oh no, I need them. I can't have them facing each other because like 2 of the characters will always like be back to like where people are going to see. And I said I want to put them on shelves, but I don't know where I'm going to put them. That is my biggest issue right now. I have like nowhere where they fit. And I really want to find that missing Simpsons part. My OCD is killing me right now to want to find that part. Okie doke. But let's focus on what we're doing here, which is building a blooper. There should be another one. Yes, here we go. There should be a double here. And then we're supposed to put the little QR code. I guess I'm saying QR code, but it's more like a barcode. Flip it. Oh, wait. Flip it and put this thing here. It's because it's weird. They normally they do that in 2 steps, but they flip it and that thing's there. So I assume we had to add it. So, I'm having trouble visualizing this. What are they? Like it's us because it's these, right? Like this. Okay. I don't know why I just had trouble getting that visual really quick. So we want the flatter ones like this. And then the longer ones like this. Yeah, that looks right. And now we should have the face here with a double, right? Where's the double? Here we go. And there we go. So Mama Blooper is built. Now let's look at Baby Bloopers. So Baby Bloopers is going to be 3 times the exact same thing. So like this with a little cap. Baby Blooper 1. Baby Blooper 2. And next is going to be Baby Blooper 3. Now this one's really all about like the environment, because if you look at the parts for the characters, they are super tiny. But like I said, they represent the characters. They're not super complex. But this one's really going to be all about the design of the background. Now we're going to want darker first. One rounded one on each side. Followed by a light. Followed by one darker, tall one. If this was Sonic, I'd have to go underwater for the display. Dude, don't get me started on underwater Sonic levels. Do not get me started. Then we build the little windowy thing. So 2 transparent ones with that here-ish, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. This with a little flower underneath it on that. Like that. This with another flower underneath it. Here. Then we do the seaweed. Yeah, this goes here-ish. Oh my god, it goes on the seaweed. I didn't notice that. That is super awesome. Like, I just saw the next step and I'm like, oh, that's... Because I was wondering how the Baby Bloopers, like, how are we going to have them, like, set up? But the Baby Bloopers are, like... And I missed one gray thing at the back here. Hold on. We're going to take this off for a second because my fingers are too big to get back there through the seaweed. So we're just going to take that off for a second. So we can twist this like that. Then Mama Blooper. apparently comes on top here. And baby bloopers go on the seaweed. And this goes, they have this like this. They have this dude on the big one. Let's put it the way they have it first. They have other baby here on the little one. And then other baby here on the big one. Pretty chill. It is pretty nice. And like I said, this one's really more about the display, the environment, and the babies really sell it. Yeah, honestly, I like it too. But like I said, imagine if the babies wasn't there, this would lose a lot of the appeal. So throwing in the babies was like genius move to make this one really worth it. And we have our display set up. So these are our first 4 figures. Not too bad, honestly. These are nice sets, and I really sort of regret now that I didn't start with set 1, because if you guys want to look online, the earlier sets are super expensive. Like, expensive to the point that it's not even worth picking up at all. Like, I started looking just for fun, and Series 5 is like $20 a box if you're lucky. If you get them cheap, like on the cheaper end of the scale. And if you look for like Series 1 boxes, people are trying to sell it like $30 a box sometimes. It's like insane. And those are still the bags where you can feel them out. So you know that the people selling them know which ones they are. Which are the 3 we didn't build? Toad. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? What time is it now? Oh, it's like 1 a.m. Even though I'm having fun and I wouldn't mind building the others, as part of me feels like... You guys... yeah, I'm like debating. I'm debating. Who do we do like more? I'm planning to stream around 6:30. I'm aiming between 6:30. It could become 7 if like supper gets delayed and you know like I finished late work, have to get supper ready for the family and whatnot. So if things go late, because I'm making the supper tomorrow because they want me to make my homemade mac and cheese, and I didn't want to make it tonight because I was working at the office, like physically at the office, while tomorrow I'm at home. So at least I can sort of finish work and not like I hate doing an hour of traffic rushing home and then trying to make like a more complex supper. I do it sometimes, but I normally plan the more complex ones for the nights that I'm working from home. So I can, you know, take like a half hour, 45 minutes to chill, then jump on supper. To me, it's like important. I need like a 45 minutes after work where like I don't have to directly jump into supper. And when you do like an hour of traffic, you get here at like 5:15 and I have to like have supper ready by like 5:45. Like, ugh, hate that. Hate that. Tomorrow, you'll build it. Tomorrow, it's only a day away. You're a fan of Annie, my friend? Oh my god, my kids watched the modern version a few days ago with Jamie Foxx. It's just funny. Okay, let's build one more and see where we get. Let's build Toad and see where we get. And like if you guys have to leave, just shout it out in the chat that you guys are tired, or, I think I'll be tuning in tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And I'll get the sign that it's time-ish to stop-ish. Let's do Toady. Because I dissed my man Toad, said that he wasn't one of the top figures of the set because he's too much around. But at the same time, like, Toad Treasure Tracker is one of the first ever Switch games I played. And it's one of the first games that really made me fall in love with the system. And it's not even an original Switch game because it came out on 3DS. And I'd started playing it on 3DS. And in my mind, I was like, ugh, is it really that much better on the Switch? But I'm not saying graphically it was that different. But yes, it was. The experience was so much better on the Switch. I don't know why this one didn't want to tear. It just didn't want to. And I didn't feel like fighting with it. So I actually have a love story with Toad Treasure Tracker, and I destroyed that game. Like I didn't get like 100% completion, but I did a very high percentage of completion on the game. I played through the extra story. I played with the one with Toadette. Like, I did a lot in that game. I really did. So I love Toad Treasure Tracker. And it's one of those games I think didn't get... Well, I know a lot of people know it's a good game, but honestly, to me, it was a really good game, which is why I'm sort of really looking forward to Mario vs. Donkey Kong, because Mario vs. Donkey Kong is different, but it's like that puzzle genre that I love from time to time that Mario goes into, except it's puzzle in 2D. Like Toad Treasure Tracker was very, very 3D. And, basically Mario versus Donkey Kong is like a 2D version of the puzzle game. So I'm really looking forward to that one. That's a really interesting design. That is really interesting for the heads on the Toads. I was wondering how they were going to do the heads on the Toads with an angle. Squirrel, I love Toad Tracker. That was the first game you got on the Switch. Yeah, I think it was the actual first ever game I got on the Switch is Hollow Knight. The first game I got on the Switch is Hollow Knight. And Treasure Tracker is in like the first 3 or 4. So it was not quite long after. But what a start to a console, like to start with Hollow Knight. I was like, what? But Toad Treasure Tracker was a nice palate cleanser in the sense that it was hard, but it wasn't like Hollow. No, it's not hard. Like, some of the puzzles are, do take a while to get used to, but like, it was a good palate cleanser after something like Hollow Knight, which was fun, but was a heck of a game for a first Switch game. Like, I wasn't expecting that level of like challenge from a game on this system. The board's here. I don't know why it was off to the side. And I was like, oh my God, but oh my God, so good. It could have easily gone the other way, because let's say a gamer, that's the first game they buy, and you don't like challenging gameplay, you just heard that this is a great game. If you think about it, it could also destroy your experience. Like, if you're not ready for it, if you don't know what to expect, and you're like, I wasn't expecting it to be as hard as it was. To me, it was going to be like a Metroidvania a la Symphony of the Night, which I did not find to be a hard game, because you could level up and really power your way through the game at one point. Like, even if you're having trouble in Symphony of the Night, you can always level up and eventually power through. Hollow Knight is not really like that. Like, there's a very limited, like, powering up you can do for challenges. At one point, you just have to get good. You can't like gain levels to make yourself super powerful to go fight a boss. Not sure why, it's just popped in. There's the tunes from Luigi's Mansion for Toad. For Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, that's a really good one to start with too. However, Crash 1 is the most difficult of the crashes. So, like, so it's really funny because some people think Crash Bandicoot is this, like, the first one is like this super kiddie game, and they don't realize that the first Crash Bandicoot is actually a very challenging, like, action platformer. Those bridge levels, man, who has not wanted to, like, destroy their controller on the bridge levels? Like, it's not till I learned the trick of like walking on the ropes that I was like, because even when you get good at the game, the bridge levels are still freaking annoying. Like, they are still pretty freaking annoying. And learning that, like, you can walk on the things, and I'm doing this and I like skip the whole thing. I'm like talking, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Luckily, my fingers like work on their own for certain things, but I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I skipped like a whole, I skipped this whole seat. It's actually pretty chill though that he has like a lounging chair. I actually like this setup-ish. Like this. And then we put this like so. That's actually pretty chill. You can have him laying back on his lounging chair. There we go. I think we have everything else, right? I didn't miss anything else. Don't think so. Okay, then we've got our little top of our... Like I said, sometimes it amazes me how they manage to think of the designs of this. I'll show you guys after so far all the Lego sets we have left to do that I got. Because we have the piranha plant, I think I showed you guys the other time. But I got a few more than that. Like, I didn't go super insane, but I did get a few more. Oh, wait, I forgot. We're supposed to put these here. Like, they think of, like, the little design at the top. Which is pretty freaking awesome. Like that. Then like this. And then finally like this. And then this goes in here-ish. And we have our little buddy Toad that we can lounge back. Actually, I think I like it better like this. Like, they have it facing forward. I think I like it better like this. They have it facing forward like this over Toad. Like, but I think if you're looking at it from the front, it like sort of ruins the design a bit because you don't see Toad. So I think I'm going to turn it like this. That way when you're looking at it from the front, whoops, he falls off, but like you still get like a better angle on Toad. Not too bad. I like this. I like it, but I still agree with it being on not on par with the first 4 we did. I like it, but I maintain it was not on par with the first 4 that we did. However, it's maybe closer to the blooper. But the blooper, the baby cute factor, kills it. And the fact that Toad actually doesn't stay steady, because I just realized, like, he's the one character that doesn't stay, like, fixed on it. Because the seat's the other way around. That's a little... It's fine, like, but it does make it a little awkward. Because if you put him on display, that means he's going to go flying as soon as, like, things move around. You're not really a gamer. You've always considered yourself an Animal Crosser. Awesome. Well, honestly, I think gamer is a definition that can span a variety of definitions. Like, anyone who enjoys playing a game, any kind of game, if you think about it, is a gamer. Like, and I'm not a super, like, for games, I don't mind labeling genres because it helps you understand what the general sense of a game is. But when I'm talking about people, I'm a very, like, anti-label type of person. I don't like putting, like, oh, you're not a gamer because you don't do this. And I'm like, nope, I don't agree with that, because a person can play only World of Warcraft for their whole life, play no other game, and still be a gamer. You know what I mean? Because gaming becomes an integral part of their life. And integral is not even necessary. It just becomes a part of their life. To me, anyone that, like, playing a games is any part of their life in a meaningful way at all is a gamer. But like I said, the whole labeling and, like, you know, sort of gatekeeping of, oh, what's a real gamer or whatnot, I'm not super into that stuff. I really don't. Like, I don't like people shaming other people because they like games that other people don't like and blah, blah, blah. Except Bear and liking Galgun. That I can shame him all I want because it's Bear. But for everyone else, I'm not really, you know what I mean? Exactly. And it's like, you know, and what I really, and I think it was Alana, the blonde girl that works for Sony now, Alana something. She said it like, it's almost like a lot of the gaming community looks for things to fight over. Like, the Game Awards should just be a celebration for great games. Instead of, like, oh my god, these games got snubbed. And I think she said it yourself, is that, like, your game not being nominated for Game of the Year doesn't make your game any less of your game, and doesn't make it any less of a good game for you. And I think so many people let the fact that, like, their game doesn't get nominated make them feel like they're wrong for liking a game, when it has absolutely nothing to do with it. Because if everyone liked the exact same game in the exact same way, we would only have, like, one game come out every month, and everyone would play that one game, and then we would have the next game. You get what I mean? Like, we wouldn't need a variety of games because everyone liked the exact same game. And people, I think, especially in the gaming community, have to stop defining their games by other people liking their games. The most important question is, did you like the game you played? If your answer is yes, well, no one can take that away from you. And she said it pretty much that way, and I found it brilliant the way she said it. No one can take away the enjoyment you had with a game. And you know, like we made fun of like that King Kong game and whatnot, but let's say someone plays it and likes those games. Now, I'm not defending those games. I still maintain that they shouldn't be putting out a product with that quality level. Okay, that's a different thing. But if someone likes that game and wants to say, "Look, I played it and I actually had fun with it because it was so funny. The animations were so bad that it was funny," or something like that, they would be allowed to say it. You can disagree with it as a person, but like I wouldn't try to shame like sometimes people try to shame people for like liking a game or whatnot. That's where I'm like, dude, man, get a life. But yeah, uh, that's the one thing I do have to say though about the gaming community that sometimes like gets frustrating is that it always feels like people are looking for something to get like angry about. You know what I mean? And it's fine. You can get angry, but stop looking for it. Oh my God. But yeah, so I'm just a thought there that, don't feel you're not a gamer because you don't play every game under the sun and you don't like challenging games and you don't like Souls like, so you're not a real gamer. Like, it has nothing to do with anything. Like there are probably gaming series that I could tell you out there that I had like that I have very little appetite for, and some people would be like, "Oh my God, how can you say that?" And I'd be like, "Well, because I have, you know, like I enjoy retro style games, and like these games just like I can still recognize that they're good games, but they just don't. You give me the choice between Mario Wonder and what's it, Last of Us Part 3. Like if it was like, or part 2, like I'm saying part 3, like if a part 3 was coming out but like a part 2, and I'd still like get a life of video gaming. That's nice, that's awesome. um how's he supposed to be holding these things? Okay, he's supposed to have 2 of these. Okay, he's just supposed to hold them like why does he have 2 though? And he only has 1 on the picture. Anyway, I'm going to put the other one in his hand because this is such a unique part that I'm scared that I'm going to lose it if I don't put them like in his hands. So even though he has 1 in the picture, I'm going to put 2. Anyway, it's my Lego. I can do it the way I want. And I just jumped on another one. I didn't even like stop and think, hey, should I do another one? I'm like, we're there. We're there. Let's And like after this, we're 1 away from having like all 7 of the ones we opened open. So guess what's going to happen after this one? Yep, I'm going to do the last one. Because that's where we're at. This goes like this. And this goes like this. This goes like this. Okay. Actually, this one's turned out to be a pretty chill one. I'm liking this one so far. We're not done completely with it yet, but I'm actually a little bit, I'm not going to say impressed with the design, but it is a better design than I was expecting. And then I guess we're supposed to put the hammer bro like up here. Yeah, it's actually pretty, it's a pretty chill one. The only thing, like I said, is that they have him only throwing one hammer. I put two because I just don't want to lose the other one. And it's such a unique part that, like, if I lose one of them, I most likely will never find another one unless I go to the Lego store and you get super lucky and they have one somewhere. Now, the tree's in the way. Okay, so maybe I will have to put it like this. And this will go like so. He's too far forward. Ah! He is too far forward. Now I put that on crooked. Hold on a sec. He is too far forward and this is coming off. So just do this, this, and put this back on. There we go. Like this. Now, you see, I knew that was going to happen with Toad. I knew that was going to happen. I said it. But yeah. Let go of my Legos. Do they still have the let go of my Ego commercials? Like, that was like a 90s thing, right? Let go of my Egos. Like, I know every Saturday morning we got the let go of my Lego. I'm just excited that apparently Mario Kart X is really in development, if those rumors are true. If those rumors are true, that is actually pretty sweet. Because honestly, and I really hope they find like some kind of original twist to the next Mario Kart. Like, that is one series that, although it got better, and Mario Kart 8 is definitely the best one, like, we've had the same overall exact game mechanics now for so long that I feel I'd be due for a new one. You know, sometimes I say, like, Nintendo doesn't need to do anything different, just come out with another really good game in the same genre. But that one, I'd be ready for them to try something a little wacky, a little different. Because, you know, like, the whole, like, zero gravity part of Mario Kart 8, like, was it new? Yes. But was it very similar to, like, just the fact that courses before just sometimes didn't care about gravity? You would almost, you know, you could almost say. It felt like that too. So let's do this. And we've got these two together. I just have to separate out a bit just so I don't have to look through every piece every time I want one. Here, one here. And we do the reverse. Okay, so we do like a reverse satellite dish thing. Now this is actually one piece. I've never seen a piece like this before. This is actually, I would have thought that this would be like a leaf on a thin piece that we would be putting on a cylinder. So it's a really, I wasn't expect, like, I get it, but this doesn't feel very Lego-ish for them to make a piece like this. I don't know if you guys would get what I mean. Like, I would see like a thin piece with the leaves that you would put on a regular cylinder. I'm not complaining. It just feels like an odd Lego piece because they rarely do that where they create such a unique piece, but who knows, maybe they'll reuse it for other like sets now. We've got a little wood thing. We've got another little wood piece. Here. No, this This is on this there, like this. This one actually has a lot of foliage. But I imagine they have no choice because the character himself, just like the bloopers, is gonna have like 8 pieces. So if you if you want your set to feel like a set, you have like no choice but to like make a meteor like display. And you know, I said I wanted minifigures, and I didn't feel like they needed to do the displays, but now seeing the displays in person, like building them, it sort of makes more sense. I'm not saying I still don't want minifigures, but these each having like their own unique little like display thing does make sense. Side face this. Now, does the back one have a green thing on it? Because like they only show you to plug it into these side ones. Boom. Boom. This is actually pretty interesting here. You actually just pop it into this. So this guy doesn't actually work if he's not on his display. That is actually pretty freaking interesting. Like, it's interesting where on his own, he doesn't actually stand. Like, he has to be in the display to stand. And I'm still debating if I'm supposed to put a green thing in the back here. Because, like, they specifically show in the design that you put the 3, and then they show that you're putting a green peg on each side. They're not showing one there. And then they have you flip it and put the sides in. So even though we have another green peg, it feels like you're not supposed to put it. Yeah, it is kind of cool. It's just like as a standalone character, it's a little weird. Now we're going to put it like this because it's sticking out towards the right side. So the other one will be right here. So we're missing Spike, and Spike will be right here in front of Toad. So our finished product, I'm going to try to have Toad not fly off. We have our 3 here, and I can grab them with my other hand and not... Yeah. Pretty freaking nice. Honestly, like I said, I'm really disappointed I didn't have the other ones. Yeah, to me, a bad game is a broken game. Or, like, to me, to really be considered a totally bad game, there has to be, like, issues with the game. And I'm going to bring that King Kong game back in the mix. Like, there's actual problems with that game. Like, and it's not even what I feel would be fixable problems. Like, without, you know what I mean? Like, the cutscene that's a JPEG, that is a broken issue. Like, it's not even like, oh, okay, we just need to patch it up. It's like, we didn't have the budget to make a cutscene, so we stuck a picture here. Like, what the F? Okay, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna reposition stuff normally. Comic book guy dropped his comic book. Ugh. Oh, it's because I'm zoomed. And why is this? Oh, okay, there we go. Woo. So, we built it. By the way, guys, say goodbye to the mustache because tomorrow, Movember is over. The mustache is going to be gone. I am going to shave tomorrow morning, and for the stream tomorrow evening, I'm going to be nice and cleanly shaven. So we are going to be playing a Batman, and hopefully not too janky. We might be playing some jank tomorrow, but jank in a different way. And, oh, I said I would show you guys the sheet. Hold on. Mainstream. Here. But we do these. So this is the little sheet we made. So basically, hold on. Like, I'm just going to put it like this. Like, so you can see the 9 packs we opened. So 1 to 9. We have the weights, and then we have the results. So basically, I'm going to try to figure out where the Spike is in all of this. Now, I'm feeling Spike has to be, like, up there with the Sumo Bro. But the problem is like, Spike, if he's like in between Sumo Bro and let's say Ice Bro, we only have 3 grams separating those two. Like this, that's gonna be a rough one to find. If you guys want to wear some ugly Christmas sweaters, I have got my ugly Christmas sweaters ready. So if we do, well, we are gonna stream during the holidays at one point. Like probably not Christmas or Christmas, like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, because that's family time. But definitely between Christmas and New Year's, we're most likely going to have some stream time. So if you guys want to bring some ugly Christmas sweaters, I'll be wearing mine. I have like one that's like almost like a robe. It's like a hoodie with a robe. Super Christmassy, super ugly. So definitely we can do that. And yeah, buy mustache. Like I'm most likely going to let my beard regrow, but the mustache itself is gonna go bye-bye. So yeah, so this is our little weight sheet. So I don't know. It's I'm pretty honestly, I'm pretty happy with how tonight turned out that wise. So now why did I do that? Okay, hold on. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, everything's back to normal. I'm like, Control Z is a miracle worker sometimes. Wouldn't my bad sweater be a Toronto sweater? That could be a very ugly Christmas sweater, yes. That could be a very ugly Christmas sweater to wear. So guys, I hope you had fun tonight. Like, I know it's a totally different stream because we didn't even play a game at all. I'm wearing my Cyber Shadow t-shirt, man. Freaking one of my favorites now. I'm so mad. I dirtied my I got a little bit of a spaghetti stain on my goose. Whatchamacallit? Not Angry Goose, Mighty Goose. I got a little dash of spaghetti on Mighty Goose, and it got set. So I'm like, and I know no one's gonna see it, but I know it's there, and it drives me nuts. But it was honestly, out of all of the shirts I made, even though Cyber Shadow came out well, I found that shirt-wise, the Mighty Goose shirt came out the best of all. And that's the one that obviously I got a spaghetti stain on. It's really small, but I know it's there. So every time I wear the shirt, that's all I can see. But anyway. No, it got in the design before the design set. Because when you have these shirts made, okay, I know it's stupid, but it takes 48 hours for the design to set. And basically, it's like the spaghetti, the little dot of red spaghetti sauce, and it's tiny. Like it's like a splash of spaghetti when I was making the sauce. Became part of the color. No, I tried, and if I have to scrub so hard that I would start scrubbing the color off of the design. I tried it, and I know normally I'm a huge stain remover. I know it doesn't seem like it because, like, well, I'm assuming, but guys aren't normally that. But at home, I'm the stain remover. Like, I'm the pro at like stain. Yes, it's the red dot from Seinfeld where no one can see, like the cashmere sweater that Elaine buys with the red dot that everyone sees, but like it's tiny, but that's it. Anyway, guys, hey, you know what? We're gonna say goodbye because I need to get to bed as well. We're going to close to like 1:45 here, so but trust me, if there was a way to remove it without destroying the design further, I would. But there isn't for this one because it's set before the image itself was set in. So it's like the color of the spaghetti sauce binded with the color of the image. And basically the only way to get it out would be to remove the image as well. I know I might have to make a new one eventually, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like do the other ones I want, and then if I have the other ones I want, I'm gonna remake I will remake one. Like, I know I'm that like OCD about it where I am gonna remake one eventually. I still have the design and all that. Like, all my designs are saved, so we're good. Anyway, guys, have a great one. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I think from time to time, like once every month, 2 months or so, it's fun to do a different type of stream like this where we just hang out, we talk, do something different. So hopefully you guys liked it as well. I did. It felt good tonight because I hadn't streamed all week. I was missing you guys, but I just didn't want to sit down and feel like I had to concentrate on a game all evening. Like I wanted to hang out because I'd been doing so much of like computer stuff and editing videos and filming videos and getting lists ready. Like, I needed a chill night of relaxing. So anyway, have a great one, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. And as usual, I'll see all of you in my next video. See ya, guys.